Hey, fellow viewers, I'm Steve. You probably don't know me, but I'm the one behind the band. Glass Poets play the drums for the band Raw Skins. I'm also a producer for underground alternative rock music groups under the name Musology. Anyway, I am more than pleased to be reading these stories for you guys for a very close fiend. Friend of mine, Haim. Haim is the man who reads all these bizarre stories for you. So let's just jump right in. The story is titled The CIA, Psychedelics, and Rock and Roll. There's a strange thread that runs through the 60s, a hidden hand behind all that peace, love, and chaos. Turns out, part of that psychedelic revolution wasn't just born in San Francisco or London. It was born in government labs. Back in the early 1950s, the CIA started something called MK Ultra. It sounds like science fiction, but it was real. They were testing mind control, using LSD, hypnosis, sensory deprivation, anything that might give them an edge in the Cold War. They dosed soldiers, prisoners, even random citizens without their consent. And here's where it gets weird. Some of those drugs started leaking out of the labs. People who had been part of those early experiments, chemists, academics, even writers, started sharing LSD with musicians and artists. It moved from sterile labs into the hands of the curious and the creative. By the time the counterculture bloomed, LSD had gone from a weapon to a muse. Bands like the Beatles, the Grateful Dead, and Jefferson Airplane all started exploring what those chemicals could do to music, to art, to the mind. The CIA had wanted control. Instead, they had accidentally sparked a generation that refused to be controlled at all. Ken Kesey, the author of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, was part of those early trials. He stole the leftovers, loaded them into a bus, and started the acid tests, parties where bands like the Grateful Dead played while everyone tripped into another dimension. The whole thing spread like wildfire. Colors got louder. Sounds became visions. The music scene became a map of expanded consciousness and paranoia. That's the twist. The same agency that was trying to suppress the human mind ended up helping open it. The psychedelic movement was both rebellion and reflection, born from secrecy and raised in sunlight. By the end of the decade, the government was cracking down on the very thing it had accidentally unleashed. LSD became illegal. The free love dream faded into hangovers and headlines. But the art stayed. Even now, if you listen to those records, Sgt. Pepper, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn, Electric Ladyland, you can still hear it. The echo of something too wild to stay hidden. A sound that started in a locked lab and ended up changing the world. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you guys made it through the whole thing. I know Haim does a great job at what he does, but I'm honored to have been a part of something like this. Rock and roll, folks.